Hello. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey family, I am back. I know it has been at least 3 months since the last time I went live, but I am back to do another reading. We're going to start off with checking the energy today. I'm outside in the beautiful weather. Okay, it might be a little loud sometimes. We hear a train, light rail go by every now and again. Okay. I want to give thanks to the Most High for being all seeing, all knowing, all present, being all wise. Give thanks to my ancestors, my spirit team, my angels, for supporting me on this reading. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We just go ahead and check their energy. Hello. Who's it? Carter Genius. Genesis. Hello. Bonnie. Bonnie. We're going to go ahead and check the energy. Hey, John. From St. John's, Newfoundland. Hey. DJ Edits. Miss Lay. Yes. Thank you guys for stopping in. We're just going to do a little energy read today. And see what's going on with the energy here. Let's talk. Hello, Lily. Downey. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what's going on. Check the energy. What is the energy in the collective? What is the energy? Oh, somebody's watching with the third eye. They have third eye. Somebody can see something with their third eye. They're projecting out. What are they seeing? Somebody seeing something with their third eye. What are they saying with their third eye? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see. Somebody's seeing something with their third eye. Okay. Somebody's seeing somebody making some type of choices or something with the 7 of Cups. They're saying, They're making a choice. They've made a choice. They're choosing. They're projecting out that somebody is choosing wisely, or they recommend to choose wisely. So be careful. Somebody, in other words, somebody saying be careful. Okay, let's see. Number 6 could be significant, or number 7. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Third eye, choosing wisely. Let me get another one. Let's just get. Let's pull a couple. Okay, the high priestess. We're gonna go back and check. Okay, we see somebody feeling confident. Yes, I'm feeling myself. I am back alive. Yes. Yep, for my new beginning. To be your new beginning as well. And feeling confident about something, rejoicing in celebration. Good. Somebody knows. Somebody been on here, they know. This is a third eye. Okay. So this is somebody choosing wisely. They have many choices. So they say this is choose wisely, choosing toward the sun, choosing something bright, choosing something happy, happy place. Okay, we have intuition, high priestess energy. hmm We have the solar plex chakra. Okay, so this is confidence, feeling worthy. Are you feeling worthy? Oh no, somebody's tapped in. It's like they know a little something. Dragon Z gamer. Gamer. Hey. Okay, so I have a new beginning. Yep, they rejoicing and they celebrated 3 of Cups. Mm-hmm. Choosing to start a new beginning. Mm-hmm. Let's get 3 more. Hey. Let's get 3 more. Okay, so somebody 6 of Wands. Somebody 6 of Swords. Somebody's moving on. They're like, they could be moving to a brighter, coming out the dark, moving to a calmer place. Yes, this is the season. This is springtime. Let's see what else. Ooh, love begins. What cards are those? These are the Psychic Tarot. I don't know his name, but yeah, love beginning for someone. Number 1 could be significant. Let's see. Ooh, Sun. Happy days, happy times. Something's being illuminated. Somebody's reaching for the sun. They're reaching for the light. They're calling the light in. Look at them, like, come in. It's a happy card. Okay, let's at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is Destiny. Check it out. It's Destiny. Mm-hmm. So this is overall energy. Mm-hmm. So somebody could be looking through their third eye, seeing somebody confident, moving on. Mm-hmm. Look like they're moving from a dark place. Look at the back. They're moving toward the light. Yes. Seeing a lot of growth, a lot of newness. Somebody's choosing with the 7 of Cups. It's like with this part right here, it looks like somebody has many different choices. Okay, they could go anywhere. The ones that decide your fate. I mean, I don't know if it decides your fate. I don't think cars decide your fate. I think you do. You decide your own fate. Yeah, you choose. You decide your own fate. Nobody can decide your fate for you. Okay. Yeah. So someone's choosing why somebody sees that someone is choosing. This is water sign. You follow their emotions. You can have many choices. I see 2 birds here, so this could be significant. Number two could be significant to follow the path. Yeah. Okay. And the intuition is a high priestess. So following your intuition, that'll guide you, right? It'll guide you to it'll it'll guide you to your follow your intuition. Yeah, follow your intuition. Yeah, high priestess energy. Yeah, somebody who knows which way to go. Follow, listen to yourself. Everybody has their own. Everybody has intuition. You know, if you follow it or not. Some people get stuck. You know, they don't want to trust it because they can't see with their physical eye. But yeah, this intuition got this person got their eyes closed. So it's not something that you can see. It's something you can feel. You know, it's just an inner knowing. Number two could be significant. I said something about number two. Mm-hmm. So if somebody's following intuition, they're choosing wisely. You know, they follow the intuition. Okay, you could be following your intuition. You could be feeling confident, having a new beginning, rejoicing in celebration. Yeah, somebody is seem to know what's going on. Okay, somebody's moving on. Okay, a six of cups. This is the energy of six of swords. So this is the energy of somebody moving on, moving away. It's a lot of love, a lot of major arcanas too. The new beginnings is like the food card, having a new beginning, stepping out into the world. Mm-hmm. Choosing wisely. Yeah, moving in love. It's a lot of love cards here. We have the seven of cups. We have the ace of cups. We have the three of cups. Okay, that's major. A lot of love in your destiny. In the destiny one. I'm just gonna call. I'm gonna claim what's good and try to understand what's not so good, right? Or this is look like an amazing reading. Okay. I would say the overall energy of this reading is destiny. Okay, if somebody has a new beginning, love begins, the light is here, the sun is here, rejoicing celebration is here. You got your intuition following, following your intuition. Look behind this card. It's victory and success. Mm-hmm. So you have destiny, victory, success, awareness. Okay, a little magician. I got to go, but I hope you have a Jesus blessing. Of course. All right, dragon. Sorry, I'm just now saying your message. Yeah, but this is magic. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. Amazing. Yeah. We can have positive movement forward. Somebody's moving forward positively. Positive moving forward. You have partnership and alliances. Okay. And you have transformation. Something ended. But look at those butterfly wings. Something is beginning to. Look at that third eye. Mm-hmm. With that little gem on her third eye. She's able to see something. Mm-hmm. Third eye. It's here. She sees something. Some type of transformation. A lot of growth. Look at her like peeling the mask back. Look at this person right here. This energy. I don't know if she's coming behind a mask or she's coming from behind something. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. She can see something. Look at this one. Wishes and fulfillment. Fulfillment of wishes, Nine of Cups. So this is a beautiful reading. Okay. Somebody's destiny looks really bright, really beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna pick these energies up. We start over. Okay. So this is a good energy. Let's see. With that energy being said, let's put some okay, so blind trust, placing faith in the wrong person. Unspoken words left unsaid. So somebody left without saying some things. Let me see. Okay, we have opportunity loss. Somebody feeling ghosted. We got unspoken words left unsaid. Then we have ghosts of the past, memories of someone, something lost, disconnected friendships, a lack of closeness or communication. Dang, all is lost. Unfinished business, a task, a relationship left undone. Okay, so somebody's moving on to their destiny. Everything looked really good. They just moved on. I mean, the energy was beautiful, right? So I guess this is the other side. Voice of power. Speak your truth. Hold on, let me get more out. Okay, hold on one second. Um, okay, let me get two more. Maybe I'll put an extra. I like it. Even it out. Okay, let me get this overall energy with all of these cards out here. I see a lot of unspoken word. Okay, this is wishes fulfillment, spiritual strength. Okay, so the energies. Has something to do with wishes fulfillment. Okay, so it says unspoken words left unsaid. So someone feels that someone left without saying something, words left unsaid. Somebody feels a lost opportunity, a chance that passed. Number 20 could be so significant. Number 20, the ghost of the past, memories of something lost. Unspoken words left unsaid, missed opportunity, a ghost of the past, disconnected friendships, a lack of closeness or communication. Does someone feel like a lack of closeness, disconnected friends? To the left, somebody left without saying something. We're gonna find out. Okay. You might just go for one energy. So this is a karmic lesson here. A karmic lesson from the past is unfolding now. So it must have been a karmic something where somebody had to move on from the past reading. From here, this is like the other energies got unfinished business, a task or relationship left undone, the moment gone, a fleeting opportunity missed. I'm a magnet for abundance. My energy attracts unlimited opportunities, wealth, and divine connections. Okay, so if somebody's abundant attracts unlimited opportunities, then somebody lost an opportunity. There was something that was unsaid. Ghosts of the past. So when you think of ghosts of the past, you think of somebody who they hold memories of something lost. So a ghost is something that somebody that holds memories. So a ghost means like something is no longer there. The energy is still there, but the person is not. The actual physical body is not there. Then you have unfinished business, left unsaid, lost opportunity, a moment gone, a fleeting opposite. What happened? It's like disconnected friendship, a lack of closeness of communication, a voice of power. Speak your truth with confidence and authority. Your words carry the strength of inspire and lead. Then you have the prosperity blueprint. Okay, so this is the energy where I will have to heal this energy, right? Because it's the voice of power, like speak prosperity blueprint. It can heal this situation. It's a karmic lesson. Only love enters. All harm is transmuted and released. Yeah, under the voice of power. Only love enters. All harm is transmuted and released. So, with that being said, it was a lot of energy that was disconnected. A lot of people left without having something to say, how they really felt. Yeah, all harm is transmuted and released, but you hear a lot of disconnection, missed opportunity, a lot of things just ghosting, like in the background, I'm getting like ghost energy, disconnected from friendships or communication, empathic power. So, wishes, fulfillment of wishes. So, somebody went after their fulfillment of wishes, or this is a Pisces energy, Nine of Cups. Voice of power, speak your truth and confidence and authority in your words carry the strength of and inspire. Yeah, there was adjustment. This is a adjustment card for which is fulfillment. This is a Pisces and adjustment card. Can you see it? Nine of Cups and adjustment. So they feel like it's a Pisces energy. But the water sign. There's truth. Fulfillment of wish is truth. So it's like confirmation from the last reading where there was fulfillment of wishes, destiny. Just a lot of happy energy, sun energy, a lot of positive energy from the last, just the overall energy. It says unfinished business task. Let's go ahead and just clarify, okay? Because I don't want to stay in this energy too long. In this reading too long, there's a, within the amount of time, something is supposed to be said. Two of Wands, and it says growth chakra. So something's supposed to be said in a matter of time about this judgment, which is fulfillment. Yeah, we said patience at the bottom. So something's supposed to be happening with patience. It says growth chakra. Something's supposed to be said within a certain amount of time. The wishing game, the waiting game, about this fulfillment of wishes. hmm So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It has patience right here. That's about the bottom of it there. So we have empathic power, heart, love, emotion. So empathic. So somebody knows that this would be felt. Like somebody can pick up on your energy. And they know that only love enters. All harm is transmuted and released through this voice of power, the prosperity blueprint. So let's go ahead and clarify. Um, let's go ahead and get a soft understanding. Okay. Okay. So it says unspoken words left unsaid. So something has been left unsaid. Okay. Somebody had to wish fulfillment of wishes and some type sort of truth. Okay, and something was spoken about something about a waiting game. So I'm supposed to be waiting. So patience is necessary. Okay. So let's just clarify. Yes, that's plan wisely. It was something about choose wisely, plan wisely. Yeah, so okay. Unspoken words left unsaid. So it says answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from the experience. So something wasn't said, but there was some experience to be learned from. Answers unfold. This person is they cap kind of blew back. They could have learned something that really just blew their cap back. Like, oh my God, like the answer, something was unspoken, words left unsaid. So they must have known something, figured out something. Unspoken words left unsaid. Answers unfold. Without even somebody saying something. Ooh, that unspoken. Yeah, somebody didn't even say nothing. Answers unfolded when somebody wasn't even saying something. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. So they received some answers. So they can't even really, like, they don't really know what to say. Words left unsaid, unspoken. So they received some type of answer. It could have. So the ghosts of the past too. You know, I've been doing a lot of ancestral readings, and realizing that the ancestors they got something to say. They want to connect, and they've been showing up. Speaking to the energies through the readings, right? This helping them to understand themselves, which is stability. Like I said, the ancestors they showed up, and they are showing up. They're here, right? They're the reason for the season. So when you think of that goes to the past, memories of something lost. So it makes me think of somebody who had lost something. Something was lost that somebody had was didn't say anything about. That's what I'm getting. Or, okay, so they could have been left alone for some time. Because it says on your own, it's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. So they could have been, you know, taking some time away and discovered some things where the answers unfolded in some kind of way where they kind of open up their mind to be able to be speechless. Okay, so let's just see. Those are the past memories of the lost. Those are the past memory of something lost. It's the metamorphosis mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So there was something that happened in the past forms and future possibilities that was illuminated by the transformation butterfly. So something that they learned from the past that transformed in the present. Okay, this is unspoken words. When you have ghosts of the past, memories of something lost. So it's something that transformed where they was able to just couldn't believe something, like mind blown in some type of way. Okay, ghosts of the past, memories of something lost, metamorphosis mirage. So something transformed, something transformed, and it was illuminated by the transformation. Okay, so it kind of blew their hair back. It got, I'm getting a lot of clarity. Okay, so we got disconnected from friends, a lack of closeness or communication. So that somebody got disconnected from friends, a lack of closeness or communication. So somebody got disconnected from their friends, they just wasn't real close, right? Or they wasn't communicating at all. And they found like a harbor of peace. This harbor of peace speaks of find serene refuge in this peaceful embrace or of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. So in this time of stillness, they was able to disconnect from their friends and have a lack of closeness or communication. But it's a harbor of peace, you know. So in this image right here, it shows that it's like taking a look at yourself. You have you have the boat on the top, sitting on top of the water, and it's reflecting, you know, itself, seeing itself at a place of peace. So they got a chance to probably look and see something about themselves, or just being able to be still when it a person is being able to be still disconnected from friends. So you don't have your friends and your family around, you kind of get a chance to just have peace, right? Be still, have stillness, looking at oneself. It's a place of peace. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that, right? But look like there's a lot that happened. They was able to see something, something transformed, something changed. Okay, so we have a karmic lesson right here. The lesson from the past is unfolding now. So something from the past is taking place now. Could have something to do with that judgment card up there. Okay, this moment of patience. So it's like a waiting period, a pathfinder. So trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So I'm thinking that there was a path that they learned as a karmic lesson. Yeah, frost and stillness. I kind of was getting somebody was at a standstill looking at a situation. Embrace the frost of stillness where the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Yeah. So they could have seen that the path that they took was a lesson, a karmic lesson. That's something to do with a karmic lesson. You were trusting your inner compass through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So your soul wish to explore the direction, and you realize it was a karmic lesson. So I'm getting three signs here. I'm getting Pisces, I'm getting Aries, and I'm getting Sagittarius. Okay. So somebody was awakened to something. Somebody was awakened to something. Something changed. They had a moment of silence, stillness, to see the karmic lesson that they learned along a path, direction that they took. Okay, so we have opportunity lost, a chance that passed. So there was an opportunity lost here. There was a lost opportunity here, a chance that passed. Okay, so they was hearing some type of soul whispers. Their soul was whispering to them, saying that it was the right path. Something was the right path. You are going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. Okay, so somebody took a path. Opportunity lost. Okay, so somebody lost the opportunity. They thought they was going in the right path. They said you are going in the right direction, so keep moving forward. So they end up having a rough road. Okay. Okay. Somebody experienced a rough road. Was well on the right path. Okay. So they lost an opportunity. They went the wrong direction. Because this ghost of the past, memory of something lost, transforms something. So when you have a memory of something lost, okay, and it transformed in a certain direction, then that means that, look at this card. It's like two different directions, right? It's like being pulled in two different directions with this ghost of the past. Memories of something lost, something lost. So it's like something being pulled in two different directions. That could never work. Because the opposite end of this card says transform and rise. It didn't transform and rise. It just looked metamorphosis mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past form, and future possibilities. So it's like something from the past came over into the present, as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So something transformed. Somebody came from the past. That goes from the past. Sometimes it could be I'm getting something. It's some. Okay, that's what it is. It transforms something. This is something change. Something goes from the past. Memory of something lost transforms something. It transforms. And it sounded like it was out of your control because it goes of the past. How do you stop the energy of a ghost of the past? A ghost of the past can just come, right? Something unspoken with words left unsaid. There was an experience where you got some answers. during this metamorphosis mirage and a moment of peace. And you realize that there was a karmic lesson on this illuminated path that you were on. And you thought you was on the right path, right? Then there was a rough road. Then there was opportunity lost. Okay, so unfinished business, a task, or relationship left undone. Let's talk about that. I'm getting a obsessive lover at the bottom. This one ain't supposed to be in this deck. Okay, so it has something to do with somebody being obsessive. Okay, and this obsessive lover came back. And that's that karmic lesson right here. Anybody obsessive is around for a lesson for you to realize that that's what they are, or something you're supposed to learn from the experience, um, from the karmic, right? Something, yeah, flames and fire popped out. So there was some hot, flaming inner, some feelings. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. So this is an energy of people, of someone on the right track. They have a rough road, and then all of a sudden, when things get rough, they want to release that energy. You know what I'm saying? They want to release, right? And this flames of passion showed up. That's just like, I get it. But I learned through that energy, like, that's not a good way to channel your energy. That's not like, I wanted, did my ancestors call it some type of codependency? Because it was like a pattern. Yeah, it's like they had some type of, it was, yeah, it was a vortex of change. So this says, engage with the vortex of change, where energy swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. So yeah, so that's what two energies came together with this. With this, then we have fantasy land, right? So this means two energies came together, and fantasy happened, and that's how you lost your opportunity. So no, wait a minute. So it says rising flames. After a rough road, it says rising flame. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Okay, so you took your, so either it was physically, mentally, or emotionally. There was a vortex of change, and it changed into like a fantasy. It says fantasy land, but at the bottom of the deck it says new heights, right? So okay, so okay, I'm kind of getting it now. There was a vortex of change, but somehow it was a lost opportunity. I don't know how something, because the vortex of change, engaging the vortex of change where energies, more than one's plural, swirl in transformative dancing, molding new. So I don't know what energy that was molded new in this fantasy land right here. But whatever it was, it took you to new heights. But how did it end up with, oh my God, look, energy heights. So it took you to new heights, but look, behind it, you got the Valley of Shadows. That ghost of the past, memories of something lost. When you went there and you thought about that energy that was lost, something happened. Something changed. Metamorphosis, mirage. Something was illuminated and transformative like a butterfly. So when you and it disconnected you from friends and a lack of closeness in the communication. You took you to the to Valley of Shadows is behind us. Then something came clear. Wow. So it's on the right track, hit a rough road, rise in flames, then the vortex of change, and a fantasy land, and then new heights, and then Valley of Shadows. It's like you realize, like, it took you to a place. It's like with the rough road and the Valley of Shadows there. I don't know. Something went to new heights, but in the Valley of Shadows is. It's like no matter how much you heal, sometimes sometimes you can be flying high, but you're never really completely healed. There's always work to be done, right? That's why I said we're work in progress. So it looked like the Valley of Shadow showed up for a minute. Sometimes it's just a place to go and sit down and think too. Just look at your shadows, look at the situation from where it is. It's just not necessarily that they consume you, you know. I can identify because it could be looking like a shadow, but at the same time, once you've learned how to face your shadows, and then sometime this harbor of peace right here, which says disconnected from friends, a lack of closeness or communication, that's the place where you can just go reflect on your shadows. You can reflect on the things that's going on around you. It's not necessarily, it's not like all roads open to healing all the time. Sometimes you just want to reflect, you know, and sometimes you need encouragement to keep going. If not, you have to find it within, you know, you have to find it within. And sometimes it can look, in what I'm getting, it's like what people dependent on you as well. It's like part of the healing these shadows is like healing the codependency, where you're not codependent on someone else. You don't want to be codependent on anyone. You want to be codependent. You do not. You want to be dependent upon yourself. So it's like I could be leading a flock, or you could be leading in a direction, but then again, at the same time, it's like they're not teaching you to be dependent on them. They're teaching you to. Okay, sorry about that for the technical difficulties. I have to charge up, plug up my phone. So, as I was saying that during on this journey of healing, how that is one of my shadows that I'm working on healing, which is not being codependent, right? And how I realize that there are probably a lot of people that are codependent. Say for instance, on you being you, right? And it's like sometimes things will happen during your healing journey. I will go in and just take a moment of reflection, right? So it looks like that's kind of like what happened. Something happened when somebody was ghost, like so ghosted. Unspoken words left unsaid, unanswered questions. They realized something. Okay, I'm picking up two different energies from this reading. When it says ghost, I actually can imagine, the ancestors coming in, changing some things around because that's what they do. They will, right? Or it can actually be someone coming in, messing with your energy. You know what I'm saying? Making something appear to be something and taking advantage of your alone time, with them missing you, type of energy too. So I'm kind of picking up two different things. So it says a rough road, and then you have rise and flame. So I'm looking at rise and flames as two different energies. Rise and flame could be on the energy of someone who's being really passionate, right? Or it could be passionate about like pushing through, or it could be flames of passion. Yeah, this is the type of passion where it says, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. So it's like pushing through something that's meant for you. So right behind this rough road, it's like, I don't know. It could be two different things. I'm just putting that out there. Take that how it resonates. Okay. But you have new heights. So something happened where it took you to new heights, right? You may have had to go through that vortex of change where energies swirl and transform into dances, molding anew. I just do know what energies were that because it was the rise and flame, the last energy, right? Now we're into this fantasy land, and then we get new heights. So I'm kind of getting like an experience of some sort. Okay, that's what I'm kind of getting. Then you run into this, and then you run into the valley of shadows. So I'm thinking somebody was like, "Uh-oh, I allowed my rough road to lead me to a path. It was probably out of habit, out of choosing the wrong thing at a weak time, allowing your mind to go where it's safe and comfortable, and look like it end up creating a lost opportunity, or if it could have been the same. Okay, so something happened. So now the next energy is unfinished business, a task or relationship left undone. So when you was on the right road and then something happened, rise and flame, you know what I mean? Then it kind of threw you off path. So now it's like we back on. It could have happened in either way. It doesn't necessarily have to be a flame of passion with someone, or a flame of passion with your thoughts or thinking, or a flame of passion where you just, you push through, right? So that's a lot of energy. I normally just pull one card. But that card, the main energies on that one was the first two was that on the right track and rough road. Okay, so that was what that energy initially started off with. I ended up pulling extra cards, and it ended up with valleys and shadow. Yeah, then it says that ignite ambition got more. It got more fire even after all of that. And it's like pursue desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal your journey. So there were some answers that were revealed, and it took you to the Valley of the Shadows. Okay, because that was the last card. Okay, so then you have Sky of Clarity. So now you know, right? You learned something from that lesson on this path. And the karmic lesson, the lesson from the past is unfolding now. Then it went into those energies, right? But now it's like something I can relate with these energies so much. It's like I truly understand. So no one's wrong, but the only thing that is to come out of this reading is understanding where the mind goes on the rough road. Mine goes into quiet. It just goes into where I just go inside. You know what I'm saying? It's like introspection, allowing myself to just stop everything and put everything on hold and not make any decisions, not make any moves. Sometimes you can make the wrong ones. So mine is to go inside. But when somebody else is going through that same energy and they run into a rough road, sometimes they may want to go have sex, or they may want to, be, want to be held or want to, release some type of tension. So it just depends. People do things different. But understanding both, that was once a shadow of mine until I realized that was a shadow and that wasn't the way things were supposed to be done. That was like a codependent that I learned, through healing that wasn't the way that I should go, you know. So understanding if that's the way somebody went, but it's a lesson there. That's not supposed, that crutch is not supposed to be there. There's other choices that are to be made during that time. Okay. So I'm seeing somebody ignited their ambition, pursue desires and drive, and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers unfold. Your journey, which is true. You know, you see where it is. You see where it led you, right? You look what you got at the bottom of that. This obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic. These people don't look like this at the beginning. They don't look like this. They don't carry this energy at the beginning. They carry this energy hidden, right? They look all dressed up and beautiful and, everything on the outside. But when they go into their rough roads, right, then this is who they become. So a lot of times we all go through a rough road, but it's not the rough road. It's like, who do we become during those rough roads? Who do we lean on, and how dependent are we on someone else, or how dependent are we on fixing the rough road instead of just going internal and just taking time out, and look at it, because you're going to always come out with sky of clarity, right? But not this energy. This comes out with a terrible accident, something crazy that they, something wild, you know what I mean? And if you're attached to this person, then you're going to go with them. You're going to feel what they feel. You're going to, if they're, if they're attached to you or addicted to you or codependent on you, or codependency, that word again, if they're codependent on you, then guess what? You're going to kind of be going through the other end of what they're going through. And it came up earlier over here. You know what I'm saying? So this energy, when they're dressed up, is to be desired, right? They look good. They smell good. They know how to release a nigga. You know what I'm saying? They know how to make you feel good. They know how to, all of that. But when they run into a rough road, and you could cause that rough road for them, right? Then this is who you're dealing with. Then this is there's a consequence for this. There's repercussions for this. There is karmic lessons learned from desiring that energy at a time when things was going right for you, and you had a rough road. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for you to choose them on your rough road. So but you never can grow choosing them on this rough road. On the rough road, choosing this, you can never win, right? So I'm thinking it was a lesson. So hopefully, it was a gentle release. You gently release this energy some kind of way. You know what I mean? And know next time when it's time to choose, that's not the choice you choose on the rough road. Period. Take that how it resonates. But I see clearly. You know what I mean? Because I had to learn on my own. We all been there. There's a lot of people still stuck behind that curveball where they can't choose properly without, it's just a moment of weakness. It's like being on your mom's breast, breastfeeding, and you're hungry and you're getting frustrated and you want mama's, you know what I'm saying? You want that milk. And it's just like, It's codependent. We're codependent on moms, you know what I'm saying? Being there. It's okay, baby, rubbing our head and shit. But then you don't want your mama's, that's not your mama. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you're not a baby, right? So you need to find another way of dealing with a rough road, right? You never know, because when people go through it, they don't show a sign that that's what time it is. But what if somebody that you're connected to happened to vanish? You're not on this rough road like, oh hell, I'm out here caught on this ledge. I'm codependent on them. What happens if they don't show up? No, that's not where you're supposed to ever be with anybody in any relationship at any given time, ever, right? And it looks like this is kind of like what happened. Because I know when I go into hermit mode, people think, oh, the spell work's working, or something I'm doing is working. It's not. No, it's not. You're not in control at all. I know when to step back, and I know when to. There's a time to speak, and there's a time to rest, and there's a time to to act. So I don't know. Look like somebody. I can't say nothing happened. Look like they had a rough road. They made a wrong decision, and they could be looking, for forgiveness. I would think a person would be looking for forgiveness or to be understood. As long as the most important thing that you understood yourself, right? So the next is voice of power. Speak your truth with confidence and authority, and your words carry the strength to inspire and lead. Right. So it's coming back, speaking about whatever happened is the best way to bring a feather of hope. It's the best way to bring a feather of hope. Just talking about what's clear now and understanding what happened grabs the feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. So you're able to talk about it. You learn the lesson. You understand, where your support system is. That's why it's important to have a support system, right? Because sometimes we just need somebody to talk to us, to understand us, or just listen, or just understand us, or sorry about that, or just to give us voice, what we need to hear, right? Feather of hope. Okay, then we have a vortex of creativity. So yeah, then it kind of get you back started on your creative path and journey, spiral into your creative vortex, unleash an imaginative power to manifest your dreams and into reality. Okay, so yeah, so you get a chance to create something new as an experience. So only love enters, all harm is transmuted and released. The ancestors, roots of stability. Only love, right? Only love can really encourage you to keep going, and to really look at your affirmations, to really look at why you're here, to really look at your journey, to really look at, remind you why you're here, because that's exactly what happened to me. The answer is like, hey, we are warriors, not warriors. We don't worry, we are warriors. So it was like, am I worrying? And then a couple more other ones, and it's like, we about excellence. I'm like, oh, did you speak? So getting back into the game, so that's a lesson that needed to be learned. That's why it's important sometimes when you hear the ancestors speaking, you hear the shadows and stuff, especially when you're burning and healing, the sculpture of yourself. So you get a chance to look at your light and your dark side, and to be able to balance them out, and to be able to move forward and be stable in it, not really depending on, you know what I'm saying, that little fix that normally, you know what I'm saying, you can reach out and grab. That's not it. That's not there no more. But that's what I learned, is that it's the ancestors understanding where you came from and understand why you're here, and what your journey is all about. Okay, so the voice of power is speaking of a feather of hope and a vortex of creativity. So having hope and a creative um, view for the future, and to speak that, um, is the power in your voice. Not to speak of what happened, not to speak about the situation and behind it, all that stuff. No, it's to speak forward into the future with hope, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and see. There's an abundance quote here. My energy attracts unlimited opportunities, wealth, and divine connections. I am a magnet for abundance. My energy attracts unlimited opportunities, wealth, and divine connections. That's an affirmation, right? Right, and that's the mountains of mastery. That's when you reach mastery. When you can speak like that, you can't get no higher than that. So sometimes we need those affirmations to kind of lift us up. Sometimes to look at them as well, to help us get back on track. Right, speaking it. Flames of courage. Speaking that with passion is mastery. Okay, which is true. Okay, then we have a moment gone, a feeling, a fleeting opportunity missed. Okay, so something was saved by grace, saving grace. Grace came in. They understand. Sometimes people may not understand, and you could be like, person could have kept going, overworked, to just keep going with no belief that they could take a break, with no belief that things will still work out, and no belief that things. Some people just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going with no break, with no, with not thinking, if I take off work, then I'm this is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and if I stop, then this is going. No, it's not. It's like when you take time and go within and reflect, you're giving grace. You can ask for grace. You can recognize you have grace. As long as you can go in and you come out with fire and clarity, then you can keep going, right? Because you can't do nothing if you're not clear. So the saving grace, forgiving yourself and others, heal the wound and set you free, right? Ain't nobody perfect. We're not gonna act like we're gonna be perfect, and you're not gonna be running yourself into the ground trying to prove you perfect. And you could be on something great, and then all of a sudden, it may cause for a moment of reflection. The world is not gonna stop. You're not gonna. There's nothing negative gonna happen, but sometimes knowing what you're thinking, knowing how you're thinking, and allowing what's coming in, and allowing, what I'm saying? Remember, people be trying to come at you, be trying to, they be trying to come at you, be trying to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand that, you got to put a boundary up against that, because they just projected something that they want you to believe anyway. Like, you wouldn't have got that far following any other belief. You know what I'm saying? Other than what you felt is doing the right thing. And what I'm learning with the ancestors, work with my ancestors, that it's okay to come again and speak up. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a break. It's okay. It's nothing. It's not. They man. Them African, the messages that I got the other day. It was like, damn. I am really not alone during this duality dance. And in my moment of silence, quiet moments. No, not alone. It's like this. Slow climb, baby, but you're moving forward. It's a slow climb. But guess what? That's how you really move it though. And the answer, they say, we just need you to lift your feet and keep going. We gonna carry the way, because guess what? We carry the wisdom. We carry all the wisdom that's needed on the path. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Thank you, ancestors. It's so amazing. Okay, that's come after that grace. When you have that quiet moment about that duality dance. Mm-hmm. And it's a slow car moving forward. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta run, no race. You ain't gotta beat yourself down. You just gotta stay. You gotta move in excellence and stay wise and keep on moving and listen to the whispers. Yeah, the whispers in the ass. It's so dope. I love it. Oh, when the saints come marching in, I wanna be in that number. When the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in. Right. They them some troopers. They not playing. They say you take care. We got you. Commit to this stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. Say stay committed. That's all you gotta do. Mm-hmm. On this web connection, they say. And this web connection, they say it's going to be a breakthrough. Okay. So yeah, that's the prosperity. This came through the prosperity blueprint. This came through the prosperity blueprint. Intuition, hidden wealth, financial foresight, trust your inner wisdom when making financial decisions. Unseen opportunities are waiting. Right? So they say make a commitment to this web connection. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be a breakthrough. So it is. Okay, I am worthy of success and confidently embrace my achievements. Yes, that is the prosperity blueprints I'm looking at right here. Okay, yeah, so it says commit. Commit to this stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in this form. In this form, look, does that look like a commitment? Hey, hey, commitment. In this web connection, there's many amigos there, right? And this web of people. Look at them smiley, friendly faces on there. They so friendly. Look at them. Like, hey, friend. Then you get a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough coming. Mm-hmm. And you can intercede from the inner vision. Right. That's our answers. They be like, we're gonna show you. If you could imagine it, it's gonna happen. It can happen. That's all you gotta do. So that's that part. So now we have empathic power, heart, love, empathy. Okay, and look at it. It's at the bottom of the deck. It says it's getting better. Grow with a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvement and one step at a time. So you take it one step at a time on this journey. Empathic, where you just know, yeah, you get to see new worlds. Empath. So look at ancestors. A wise counsel. Mm-hmm. And you have clear mind. Mm-hmm. And open doors. A groove of unity. Okay, I'm going to read all of those and I'm going to close. So it says, getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements one step at a time. Okay, then we have new worlds. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. Look at that. Is that China or Japan? Look at that. Built that way up there. Mastery. Woo. What an adventure. Okay, with a clear mind. Be clear on this. There is no question. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. And I do. Wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or a mentor to help you along. So seek counsel wise. So do what you need to do. Then you have open doors. You have many options to take your time to choose what's right. Okay. And then we have glue of unity. Groove of Unity says bind energies in a unified sanctuary of the groove, fostering interconnected harmony among beings. And it's a real promise. Okay, so the real promise says release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibilities. Okay, so somebody could have lost the opportunity from a karmic lesson. It was a karmic lesson, right? And there was something unspoken could have blown somebody's mind back. Something left unsaid with answers unfolded. Something about not saying something. Something came to truth, reality. Something came to light. Okay. So with that being said, yeah, patience was what it's going to require. At the bottom of the deck, it's going to be warm out here. Yes, patience is what is required. Okay, so anywho, trust yourself. Don't be look, trust yourself. What that says, let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. Thank you, answers for my intuition. Okay, we'll come back with an answer to message. Look at this inner vision came out again. It says, pay attention to your inner dreams. Your inner dream weaver is here. Inner vision and dream weaver. So if I pay attention to the honest echoes, listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Behind whatever's behind the veil. You already knew. Okay, so we're gonna let that be it. Let's see if we can pull a journey message. Let's pull a journey message to close this out. It says plan wisely. Okay, so let's pull a journey message. Oh, it says trust. Trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust that your inner voice will always guide you correctly. I trust that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. What else? Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I am attracted to those people who are here to serve my highest good. That's who I'm attracted to. Trust that. Ancestors say. Ooh, look at the colors. Look at those colors. So beautiful. Okay, get one more. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. It says indecision. So sometimes I deny my intuition. Yeah. I can't believe I deny my intuition. Sometimes when I'm shut down, I don't want to hear nothing. But yeah. But indecision, relationships, trust. Clarify indecision. Indecision leads to failure. Matter of fact, I read that from one of my cards last night. It's like, we are your intuition. We speak to your intuition. They said, as long as you always follow it, you can never go wrong. All right, so take that. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay. Honesty, empathy. All right, that is the reading. Thank you for watching. It's been real. I had fun. I'll be back with another reading. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye. That was fun.